Hi guys, I thought I would give my new camera phone a go and show off the flight simulator at the same time. I've posted a couple of pictures on a couple of forums, but never put together a video of it. It's not the best way to show this off, show the camera off. It's getting quite dark here. The camera does show it to be a bit lighter than it is. I use this simulator for both racing and flying. Right now it's flying and it's got a 22.5-inch touch screen there. I can remove that by removing a pin here and another one on the other side, and that centre lifts out and I drop in one that's got a wheel on it. Down below I've got the rudder pedals, and further back are the racing pedals. And what happens is when I've got the wheel there, the stick also comes off. Takes half a minute to detach the stick from the base, and then the seat on rails slides forward so you get to the wheel. So it doesn't take too long to go from flying to racing, racing to flying. When I'm racing, it's usually something like iRacing, and when I'm flying, it's usually something. For years it's been IL2, more recently it's DCSA 10, and Cliffs of Dover, when they get that sorted out. It's only just started to run on this machine at reasonable frame rates, not in triple screen though, just on single. I've got an i5 running at 4.5 gigs in there with a 6970 that runs A10 really well, so I'm quite happy with that. Just wish the field of view on this camera, see if I can stand up here, was a little bit better to capture the whole thing. Just not doing a very good job of at the moment. The monitors, actually down here, the story behind the monitors, that's the extension that I make for the hot ass, and thankfully quite a few people have bought them, and that's what's ended up paying for the 342-inch monitors and the touch screen. Really it's paid for the Warthog as well, and without a lot of you guys buying those, I was still playing with my 324-inch monitors, which I wasn't at all unhappy about, but this is certainly a nicer way to do it. When I'm flying, I use the touch screen and a couple of really nice programs to go with it. One is Helios. That runs on the touch screen. If I can get in here a little closer. I'm running a profile by Loz on here, and you can see by touching on different parts of the screen, different things pop up, give me access to the different panels. They get me through the startup procedures, anything in flight I need to do, as well as nice to have charts, for example. I also keep an iPad to the side for any other kind of information I need. Now another piece of software I found out more recently is VAC, voice activated controller. Now there's a few things that aren't on the hot ass, aren't on the touch screen, and I don't really like using the keyboard. It's not exactly in the best spot. So I tried out the voice activated commands. Hang on, I'll just put that down while I put on my headset. We'll see if I can think about showing the video and flying and everything at the same time. Okay, so right now my track IR is turned off. I can press a button and issue a command, track pause, and I'm back going again. Some of the things that I like on the voice activated control are snap views. So there's a couple that I have been using. I'll show those. Radio panel, there we go. you've got to be careful about pressing the right button. It is actually getting it right, but I am pressing the button in the wrong direction. Cockpit, gun view, cockpit. The other one that I use most of the time with voice activated control is ATC and JTAX, anything off the radio menu. Works very well, being able to say JTAX 1 and have VAC automatically cycle through the menus, so you're at the point where you're just going IPM bound, contact the mark, that type of thing, and same for air traffic. The phone is sound launch. It's probably the end of me. You can't really get a good field of view to show you what you actually see. And I got a kid banging on the door now, so this video might end very quickly. When you're sitting in position, the monitors are... Let me pause this. Track pause. Okay, you can sort of get a better view. For this default field of view, the bezels seem to be nicely hidden. The monitor bezels by the cockpit, so that kind of disappears and helps with the whole iFinity thing. Sitting in position, it's about 160 or 170 degree field of view, which you can't see in the camera, but it's there. You can look all around. It gives you a really good sense of speed when you're in low landings and takeoffs. It's a much nicer. Sorry, try not to crash that. It's a much nicer experience. So I'm very happy with it, and I think that's enough of a torture test for a phone running at night time. This, by the way, is the new iPhone 4S. I don't know what. I shouldn't. Almost might not want to say that because I don't know what this video is going to look like. Probably by the time I scale it down from 1080 to 720 and then put it back on up to YouTube and let it process it a bit more, it will probably look quite ordinary, but even though till you try. Actually, you can see sometimes as I move the camera that it looks like between different screens that the angles aren't straight, and that's because I'm holding the camera out in front of me, and really there's only one good place, and that's where my head is, where everything lines up, and it does a good job of doing that, which the camera once again is not showing. But okay, hope you liked it. I'll post this up and see what it looks like.